Hello everyone, I am Dylan Pescator, live from Dorothy Hamill Ice Rink here in Greenwich, Connecticut. I am Dylan Pescator, I'm here with Colin. Hello everyone, I'm Dylan Pescator, I'm here with Colin Ives and Andrew Burseason. It's an amazing day today, the 2020 FCIAC Championship between New Canaan and Darien, the best rivalry in sports in Connecticut, and we get it one more time here on the Greenwich Ice Rink. Colin, this New Canaan team, they lost 10-2 to Darien earlier this year. They've won 6 straight since. What's been the difference?
You know, Dylan, nobody likes to get beaten badly, let alone by your arch rival. But ironically, I think it was, in hindsight, a very good thing. New Canaan had very little time to bounce back, had to play 3 games on the road at Greenwich, Simsbury, and Xavier, and pulled together and have rallied around their goalie. And I think they've got a lineup that's got a different look, and they're ready to go. We'll see if there's any scar tissue left over emotionally. I don't expect it.
And now over to you, Andrew. This Darien team, amazing team. They've lost only 4 games total, 2 in regulation, 2 in OT. They've beat Prep twice. They beat Notre Dame West Haven twice, the #1 and #3 seeds in the state. What's going to be the key for this Darien team to pull out the victory today?
I think, as I said earlier, I think they run through their defense and their goaltending. They've got 10 straight reeled off now. They've got 54 goals, only 14 against in those 10 games. They run through those 2 right there.
Great, guys. Now we are ready for puck drop. They're going to announce the starting lineup. I'm Dylan Pescator once again. Pay attention to the action. Let's go. Massey, the defensive starter here for Darien, the captain. He's paired up with Luke Johnson, another defenseman here for Darien. Darien's going to start with that first line, McDermott, Erickson, and Jameson Moore. Schofield in net for the Blue Wave. Coach Clark Jones deciding to go with the freshman Alex Ortiros to start off this one. His D partner will be also another freshman, the guy who scored the 2 overtime game winner against Ridgefield, Shane Metler. New Canaan will match with the first line. Justin Wheatfeld at left wing. Nick McDanis at right wing for New Canaan. He had 3 points in that Ridgefield win. And Bowden Gamble at center, the D1 Skater of the Year. Bo Johnson in net for NC once more. We'll send you off to the national anthems before puck drop. National anthem over. Now it's time for puck drop between these two state rivals. We're going to show you that bracket here about how both teams got here. It's going to be New Canaan on the left side once we get that bracket up. On the right side, actually, that is. They beat Ridgefield in that 2-overtime victory. OT winner by Shane Metler. And then Darien had to play an extra game because they got the 3 seed in that coin flip. They beat Fairfield on last Wednesday, that is 4-2. And then they beat Greenwich right here at Dorothy Hamill on Wednesday, 2-1. Andrew, you were at that Greenwich-Darien game. What did they do so well to get right here?
Well, they really pushed it in the beginning of each of the periods. They really took it, they took it to Greenwich early on. They, basically stated that they were there to play, and Greenwich played a great game. It was really an exciting game to watch, but Darien did carry the play quite a bit.
And Colin, over to you. New Canaan, they fought through 5 periods. Now they're here. They beat Ridgefield. What did they do so well in that one?
I honestly think they were fortunate to get through that game. New Canaan got the bye between Greenwich and Darien is all tied for 10-1. Sometimes the bye can be problematic, and in New Canaan's case, they had close to 12 days off. I think the first 2 periods against Ridgefield were a little sloppy. The good news is they rallied in the third and had strong overtime performance from Bo Johnson in the first overtime, and then got it done. So the good teams find a way to win. I think they're going to be stronger today, and we're playing hockey in March, so that's a good thing.
Let's do it. Puck drop is done. Darien wins it, and now down the right side comes Sam Erickson. Takes the first shot. It's deflected into the netting off the stick of Sortiros. Colin, it's going to be so important for this New Canaan defense to keep the puck away from Johnson. They want to get him that confidence after giving up some early goals in that 10-2 loss earlier this season.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Dylan, and I also think it'll be good for him to get a little bit of rubber on him early to get into the rhythm of the game. This is a smaller rink. This is 185 by 80 as opposed to a normal 200-foot rink. So it's a smaller surface. I think that favors New Canaan, actually.
New Canaan, a very speedy team. Darien, more of a physical one. And now they have it in the neutral zone. They try to throw it on net. Schofield makes the pad stop, and into the corner is Wheatfeld to dump it back in. His first line doing a great job of forechecking for New Canaan. McDanis keeps it in now, Broden Gamble. Right side corner, back out point. Bettler, bomb, save, rebound, a save, a score!
Okay, that's big.
Justin Wheatfeld, only 33 into the game. Wheatfeld, 1-0.
Dylan, one of the biggest things that came as a result of the loss to Darien was Clark Jones switching his lineup, moving Justin Wheatfeld from defense to forward out of that first line, and Metler back. And that's immediately improved accretive. And Mick McDanis with Broden Gamble and Wheatfeld has been incredibly productive. We'll talk more about Metler in a minute.
For sure, that was a great shot from Metler. The rebound went right to Wheatfeld's stick and into the net. 1-0 NC, just 33 into the game.
That's a big confidence boost for this team.
They didn't score first. They scored first against Ridgefield off a stick of Wheatfeld. Now in front is Dean. He takes the shot, stopped by Schofield. This New Canaan team is coming out firing as it's into the neutral zone. Taking is Gavin Reed and clearing it to the neutral zone. Griffin Dean gets hit along the wall. The atmosphere is amazing here. Both sides doing a great job of showing support to their teams. Lancaster in the corner. It goes back up to Dyer, who tries to chip it out. Lancaster finds his D partner in Fiorita. Dumps it on in is Stein, and now Ong over to Gavin Reed as both teams are into a change. They try to hit it up. It goes off a stick into Michael Rayer in the left side corner. He gets taken down along with his defenseman. Back out point, Gavin Reed. Plays it safe, goes to Rayer, who tries to throw it in front. It's blocked down to the corner.
Boy, it really is electric in here.
It really is. There's a lot of noise.
And Andrew, how is this Darien team going to come back? They're not a team that trails that much. This is a new experience for them.
Well, I think to Colin's point, I would hope that Coach Bud would have said in the locker room, let's just throw out that 10-2 game. It means nothing at this point. And I think this is a bit of a quick wake-up call for Darien. I think you're going to see them bounce back very quickly from this.
They scored first against Greenwich, a goal from Teddy Dyer. Now they find themselves down 1-0 early in the first period. Here's that energy line for New Canaan, the third line of Johnson, Raher, and Carter Spain. First line countered for Darien. Metler keeps it at the line, and now in the slot, Darien will take it with Erickson.
This line did they were one of the few bright spots in that the 10-2 loss, and hopefully they can continue that today.
Raher scored a goal in that loss, and now Sortiros tries to dump it in and does. Big hit along the wall. Alex Sortiros in deep, has Raher in front as there's a battle along the wall. Back out point, Wheatfeld has some time and space, looks for a lane, and just dumps it back in deep as the first line gets on for New Canaan. Bowden Gamble trying to take it. Now Darien forces a turnover and gets it past Nick McDaniels. Back to the neutral zone.
It's something New Canaan's doing that Greenwich did not do today. Their defensemen are definitely stepping up right now. That did not happen today. Greenwich was really backing off the blue line.
A lot of physicality in this one to start off. We've seen a lot of hits along the boards. Here's another one. Wheatfeld and Moore come together. Back out point. It gets deflected into the slot. Shot saved by Johnson.
All right, big Johnson. Yeah.
Conway tries a shot, stopped by Johnson.
That's an interesting. That was an interesting shift there, because one of the keys for New Canaan is going to be trying to slow down Darien's first line, and you can't stop him. But if you can slow him down, and one way you slow him down is don't let him have the puck. They got the puck at the end, and they put a nice shot on, but Johnson was up to the task. So New Canaan's going to need to continue to do that, but that line is incredibly dangerous all the time.
Conway down to Daniel Lau. In the corner, battling along with Sam Ives, who goes down. Matty Pinella in there as well. Teddy Dyer comes out with it, looks back out point Massey, but then goes down below the net to Lau. Physical play, they try to throw it in front and taken here.
Oh, boy.
Down Lamport, no call.
They got away with one there.
Griffin Dean getting out along the wall where Ives will take it, and back out to the other side where Lau will dump in. What a start so far.
Oh,
now
good
pass,
look.
tries to find Ellis.
Oh!
Oh, Ellis goes down. Now Darien back the other way. Garabet throws it in deep. Trying for the wraparound here. Sharp throws in front, stop, and it goes against the wall. Missed chance opportunity there for Darien with Sharp. Oh man, that long pass turned into some physical play, huh, Colin?
It sure did. It was a great play, and Ellis took a good job handling it, but you got to get your head up
Quickly.
And boy, Darien planted him quickly on that one, but Ellie bounced right back, and New Canaan's going to continue to need to do that to stretch the zone.
Andrew, that was a good chance in front with Sharp making a nice pass. That line of Sharp, Conway, and Lau has been great so far.
Yeah, I think they really need to. They need to get going that line. You know, you can't rely on the first line only, and they did that the other night. And hopefully for Darien, they will continue to do it again. The second game in a row here.
Point shot, dribbles into the corner. Back to the first line goes Darien with Erickson. Rayer tries to get out. It's kept in at the line with Spangler. Ryan Spangler down to the corner, tries for more. Now McDermott picks it up, looks to make a move around Wills. Can't, now throws it in front. It found the skate of Jack Johnson, who will get it clear, and it will go down for icing. Colin, we talked about those two guys, those gritty guys, Rayer and Spain. Just touch on how great they are for this third line.
No, they do incredibly well, because they force the play, and they make things happen. Something's going to happen every shift they're out there. They need to play on the edge and stay on the edge and not go over it. But they've been hugely impactful, and it's a different look than the other lines that New Canaan gives you.
Back to the second line goes New Canaan. The first line, that is, its arm takes a big hit along the wall. Thrown in front, stick check by Johnson. It goes out to Nick McDaniels. McDaniels, a sophomore, goes in front of his net, and now looks to break out along the wall and finds Wheatfeld sick, but it goes past him. And then finds McDaniels, who will try to rush back in, and it finds the stick of Ong. Back out point, Gamble tries to switch the ice, goes to Bennett Ong. He has space, shoots, stopped by Schofield. An easy one at that with the pad, and Darien will get a clear. This one will not come in on Johnson, so it will be icing.
When you get to the playoffs in the NHL, you can automatically see it's a different brand of hockey. We're seeing that right now. These guys are going hard. They're banging each other.
Yeah, this hitting is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, no, and but it's clean, and I think the referees want to let it go, but they'll keep a tight eye on it. But boy,
yeah, even the referees look pumped up, actually.
Yeah, nice pace so far.
Off the face-off, Darien comes away with it. Clearing it back in is Lampert, one of the two defensemen, freshman defenseman, now three as Mettler joins it. Sortiros, Lampert, and Mettler being those three defensemen.
Boy, there's Mettler's wingspan again, reaching that poke, and he has been huge back there.
Ellis takes a shot, gloved by Schofield. That was a quick one on Schofield, not his fault as the rebound came right in front, Andrew. But Chris Schofield, he's only a sophomore. He's been amazing for this team.
Yeah, I mean, both goalies are just young guys, and they've been so poised all season long. Johnson and Schofield have been terrific. It's hard to believe that they're that young and doing that well.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Schofield made a few big stops. Coach Mac Budd said he was their MVP of that game against Greenwich on Wednesday. Here's Lampert with it, getting pressured, now finds Carter Ellis. He's been a little bit of a scoring drought, but he always creates scoring chances when he's on the ice.
Yes, he does.
Now Darien dump it in. It'll be a delayed offside here as McDermott went in a bit early. Mettler have some room to break out. tried for a pass in the neutral zone. It hit a stick, and it will be offside.
I think they're going to call that intentional at the end there.
Oh, they will? Intentional offside.
That's a good break for New Canaan there.
It will be a New Canaan offensive zone face-off there after an inadvertent puck to stick for Darien. Back to the offensive zone for New Canaan.
You know, and New Canaan as home team here gets the last change, and it certainly looks like Clark Jones is matching the Rayer Spain Johnson line against Darien's first, which I think is a pretty effective move.
They've been great defensively, and now they have a huge task in that first line for Darien. Probably the best line in the state, Andrew.
Oh yeah, I mean these guys have put up just tons of points. They've been terrific all season long. They played together last year and they've just gelled, for 2 straight years now. They've just been terrific.
Bennett McDermott, the game-winning goal in their game against Greenwich. 6:45 left. He put in a rebound past the Greenwich goaltender to give Darien that 2-1 lead, which would stay. Erickson, the left side corner, has Sortiros on the call. Sortiros putting his stick in Erickson. Now a turnover, but then Carter Spain misses it. Back out more. Erickson looks to cut in front, hit down by Rayer. Back out point Spangler. His shot blocked by Rayer. Michael Rayer doing a great job. Now a 2-on-1. Matty Pinella. He has Jack Johnson with him. Pinella pass off Johnson, deflected. Back out to Pinella.
New Canaan's got to get somebody back on D.
They get a change. Nick McDaniels will take D, and now rushing down the left side is McDermott. Takes a shot, stopped by Johnson.
Yeah. The interesting thing about Darien's first line is that both wingers, McDermott and Erickson, play on their offhands. So they're going to try and get to the inside because their shot's not as effective from the outside. And that's exactly what McDermott did. He sold the move to the outside, went in and got a good clean shot. But again, Bo Johnson seems up to the task so
far. He seems very calm right now, Johnson.
Wheatfeld looks for a power move on his backhand. He gets taken down, throws it on net. It goes behind. Now back in front. McDaniels looks for a shot, and it finds its way in.
Boom.
It's Nick McDaniels, 2-0.
Yeah, Nick McDaniels is another guy that came out of that lineup change and has completely flourished on this line. So,
I think we're going to see here on the replay, I think he was able to just walk out and put it over Schofield's shoulder here.
Yeah. Off his back and into the net.
Yep, there it is.
New Canaan has come out firing first 7 minutes, 2-0.
Yeah, Darien had carried a little bit of the play here, so that was a bit of a momentum killer for sure right there.
Ives on the face-off. Who loses it? Spangler for Darien. They find themselves down 2, not a place that they've been usually in this season. They've usually been leading. I mean, only 4 losses total this season. Ives down below the net. Looks to throw it out to the other side. Darien forces the turnover and will look to Fiorita, but it comes back to Bennett Ong. Ong, the senior defenseman, he's not a guy to put up points, but he's going to use his physical and tall body around the net, and he's been great defensively for New Canaan.
New Canaan D making good, simple decisions so far, and that's been huge, and you cannot make mistakes, especially in the neutral zone.
Fiorita here takes a shot, saved by Johnson.
And that's fine.
That was sharp.
Give him the perimeter shots. You're not going to beat Bo from outside, so for New Canaan, the key is keep forcing him out and let Bo do his thing.
And there's been nothing from inside the slot really so far for Darien. It's been really outside the circle so far. He said, and as a goalie, you definitely want that, right? All you can take.
Coach McBride goes back to that first line. It will be more on the face-off.
And here comes Rayer Spain and JJ too. So
McDermott, left side corner. He has Ong on him, looks to make a move around him, but says no. Bennett McDermott finds more behind the circle. Now at the red line is
good
McDermott.
D, Mettler.
Mettler makes a good play. Now a 2-on-2 rush. Griffin Dean down the right side. Takes a shot. It goes just wide of Schofield. Just missed that left side post. Darien says only one shot for you, and now they'll try to clear it out.
Right back out.
Colin, is so interesting because Coach Clark Jones, he moves Mettler back to D, somewhere he hasn't played before, and he's matched up with another freshman in Sortiros.
Well, that's the confidence Clark has in this class, and Mettler's played D past in his career, but not recently. But it's been, I think it's been visually liberating for him to be back there and have the play in front of him. And Clark's talked about that. And not only has he been rock solid with that reach on D, but his contributions up front have been really incredible as well. He's quadrupled his point production in those 6 games. So really just paying massive dividends, that move.
Here's Wheatfeld with speed to clear on in. Back to the first line goes New Canaan. 6:30 left in this first period. Gamble looks to keep in. It's cleared out and dumped on in by Teddy Dyer. Back to get it is Sortiros. Pass across, another freshman on now. Lampert. McDaniels off the wall. Bowden Gamble will look to get it out, but can't. Turnover. Darien gets it in deep.
Darien
They'll
goes
go
for a change,
Yeah.
so we're going to get a somewhat of a free breakout here. Move the puck.
It's never a free breakout against Darien. Fiorita
No.
keeps it on in. Colin, you jinxed it there.
Lambert's got to move that a little bit quicker. You could see what he was looking at, but this team is, to your point, Dylan, is too fast. If you try and stick handle one too many times, it's going on the other way on you before you know it.
Massey, Sharp looks to throw it in front. It's punched in. Ref will have to call that one
I
down.
think it's a hand pass.
Garabet looked to throw that one in. You can't do that.
And it'll go all the way down. Yeah, I think you're right, Andrew. That was a hand pass.
I'm no rules expert, Colin, but when you're in the slot, you can't just use your hand to throw that one in.
No. If you have nothing else and you can't get to your stick, you might as well try.
Might as well give it a shot, see if somebody doesn't see it.
Back to the offensive zone goes the face-off, the offensive zone of the Rams. Darien wins the face-off, taking it now is Stein. Lancaster looks to get it out, kept in by Griffin Dean. Dean looks to cut in front, he loses it. Draws a penalty though. Back out point Reed. Keeps it in as Johnson goes to the bench. It'll be 6-on-5 on this delayed penalty. Ives looks to get it out and the whistle's blown. New Canaan will go to the power play.
He's got a slash, is that what the call was?
I think it was. Actually, we'll see it here.
I believe it was
That was a hold.
It's a hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
5:24 left in the first, 2-0 New Canaan. Goals from Wheatfeld and McDaniels, two first-line wingers, and now they go to the power play. They'll bring out that first line again.
Darien plays an aggressive penalty kill. They don't give you any time to set up, so you got to move it quickly here. I think New Canaan knows this, but we'll see how they do. But Darien pressures you on the forecheck. They pressure you on the back end.
And New Canaan's power play, they did score in that first game against Ridgefield. And now they'll get it out is Darien. They'll dump it down. 20 seconds gone.
See,
on
here
this
he
power
comes. Here
play.
comes Fiorita. They don't waste any time.
That's a great forecheck.
Yeah.
Matt Fiorita was so good in that Greenwich win on the PK. Wheatfeld over to McDaniels to rush on in. On him is Massey. Massey gives him a
Nice
big
hit.
hit. Massey, McDaniels come together. Darien looks to get out, kept in by Sortiros. There goes the other point side. McDaniels looks for a shot from the outside, takes it, stopped by Schofield, and he gets the cover. Then some physicalities in front.
You know, it's nice being neighbors like that.
They're going to let that one go.
Yeah.
But he's probably the referee's telling him, try it again, and he'll be visiting the box.
1:15 left on this power play for New Canaan. They'll bring out Ives, Ellis, and Dean. Darien gets a clear off the face-off.
Yeah.
Reed for New Canaan finds Ellis, and now dumping in his eyes right to a Darien
That's a great
stick.
switch by Dyer and who was that, Lau?
Lau. Yep, Daniel Lau on the forecheck for Darien, along with Dyer, the two forwards on this PK. Back on Diaz, Stein, and Massey. Hong to bring it on in. Takes a shot, save, rebound in the crease, and clear it out from a Darien stick. Lau in the corner now. Ellis battling along there along with Ives. Darien gets a flip and a clear down on Johnson. 35 to go on this power play.
Oh, boy. New Canaan's got to get a change, I think, here.
Another clear here for Darien. This one on Johnson has to be alert, makes a stop. On the PK now is Jamison Moore. He has the puck, looks to throw it in front. Great play there by Ives. Griffin Dean now. Good pass up to Sam Ives. Will have to skate into it just a bit too far. Darien with another clear, and the power play is down to 10 seconds.
Good play by Bo Johnson handling that puck there, because Moore was coming in, and that was not going to work out well.
Carter Ellis now taken down. No call.
Another one.
Griffin Dean in the corner. We're back to 5-on-5 play now. In the midst of a change are the Rams. They look to bring on that third line. Keeping the puck in here is Pinella. Now it comes down. 3-on-1 for Darien. Oh, what a play by Sortiros.
Big play by Soteros there.
Oh, that could have been a game changer. It was a great play.
3-on-1. Darien can't convert. I'm not sure the forward saw that he had three guys with him and only one back.
All right, kill for Darien here. See how that changes momentum.
That was a nerve-wracking power play if you were a Canaan fan.
Taking the face-off here is Garabit. 3:07 left in this first period. High event at that, and very physical.
But in all seriousness, Darien does an incredibly good job pressuring the puck and giving the opponents very little time to get anything going on these power plays. And they were close to setting up a shorty once or twice there.
Here, Sharp goes back out point and thrown in to get is Fiorita. Fiorita, left side, looks to make a move and throw it in the slot. Clear out from Buchanan, kept in at the blue. Oh no, it will not. It will be a delayed offside here. Darien will have to reset.
I think it was off.
Miller with it left side, throws it up to Johnson as he takes a hit. Jack Johnson looks to keep it into Spain. Delayed offside. Now Darien will start to rush with Johnson. Johnson over Fiorita, shoots, saved by Johnson, and then he's pushed in by Garabit. Officials over there.
I think Fiorita wanted a little more on that shot, but
Johnson making a few big saves here as Darien looks to get back to their offensive ways here. 2:32 left in the first.
Johnson looks like he's feeling his mojo, so that's a good thing, standing tall. Darien's definitely got the momentum going in the last couple of minutes here, though. So
puck bounces on Ong, now Bowden Gamble on the right side. Makes a nice pass over to Justin Wheatfeld, who starts to rush. He has Wills behind him. Wheatfeld takes a shot over the glove of Schofield and off the glass. Ong clears it on in, takes the hit, gets it back over to Eric Wills, throws it on net, and directed to the corner. Canaan within the corner, Bowden Gamble fighting along there with a Darien forward. Wills keeps it at the line, but Darien will start a rush the other way. Here's Lau. It's cleared back now off the glass. Daniel Lau to keep it in. Eric Wills on him. Conway looks to throw it in front. It will be Eric Wills to clear out, and then we have a combination at center ice. It will be a penalty, and it will be Bennett Ong. Bennett Ong saying that it would be a two-man tussle, but Ong will be going to the box, and Darien will be going to the power play.
I think he was looking for some offset in there. It didn't go his way.
The emotion's starting to get high on both sides, and they're getting tangled up, and you need to separate yourselves, and if you go down, you can't be clutching, and I think that was probably the right call.
I think it's a good point, Colin. I think some of these guys are going for hits versus the puck, and you sort of lose your way in this rivalry every once in a while.
Yeah, and this official team is not going to let it get out of control, so they'll keep a lid on it. But it's been a clean game so far, but it's certainly physical.
Dean off the faceoff, looks to clear it out, but can't. Now Bennett McDermott with a few nice moves to his backhand, finds Fiorita, shoot save, rebound, Sortiro saved the goal.
How did that not go in?
Sortiro saved a goal and a clear from him as well. Alex Sortiro.
That was a gaping net. That was a great play by the defenseman.
Talk about that move from McDermott, moving in front, had a nice pass over.
He really opened up the slot there with that little quick move. Heck of a play by the defenseman.
His lateral movement is unreal, and you just, as a defenseman, you say look him in the chest, but the chest is moving, and it's really.
Now Dean clears it out. Here's Spain on the break, moving on in, shoots. Oh, what a play! It's Johnson, the wraparound try. Luke Johnson gets all the way back and stops the breakaway from Spain. Oh my, high event hockey, back and forth. Bennett McDermott now tries to find Erickson. It goes in deep. Sortiro's with a clear. Oh my, Spain had a break right there. Johnson came back and lifted his stick at the last second. Now Darien with another rush. Here's Jamison Moore, left side wing. Here's Fiorita in front. Moore goes circles behind the net. Sick check from Metler.
Again, there's that reach with Metler.
Now back out Moore. Looks to cut in front and taken from Reed. Now bats over to Metler. He'll clear it going down. 34 left in this first period. 39 left in the power play. Andrew Darien wants to get to that slot, and they've been passing the slot all day, but New Canaan's played a great box-like strategy.
They really have. They've kept them for the most part, except for really that little flurry there when Moore had the wide open net, but the defenseman for New Canaan, I apologize, made a terrific play there. Otherwise, that's 2-1 game. But they really haven't gotten there much.
New Canaan's penalty kill has been incredibly effective all year by playing a tight box, and they just don't let much get through, and that means you give the perimeter.
Johnson makes a big stop at the end.
A little something
and
here
now
in the
we
corner.
have some tussles at the end. It's Spain battling along with Moore. Oh man, these teams do not like each other. It will be a 6-second carryover on the power play in that second period.
I think we got calls. We got 22 and 26. I thought I read the lips on the ref there for all coincidentals at the end there.
Yeah.
So we'll wait for that second period. New Canaan up 2-0 after one. McDanis and Wheatfeld with the goals. 2-0 after one. I've been Dylan Pescatorum with Colin Ives and Andrew Burstison. After one, 2-0 New Canaan.
Theater 308 presents Godspell, a two-act musical by Darien High School students. 3 must-see performances live at the Darien High School Auditorium, March 19th, 20th, and 21st.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
In 2008, a group of 4 women came together to create a playground by the beach for kids to have fun.
We thought it would be great to have a playground at the beach. We live in a community that's on the water, and it would be really fun to be able to appreciate that.
There was a playground here originally, but it was in the backwoods and there were mosquitoes. It was very, very unappealing and no one wanted to go there. Building and designing and fundraising the playground definitely took a good amount of time.
We had to fund it. It was $250,000. We had an estimate given to us. We had to fundraise for that amount of money, and we started out with different ways of doing that.
One of my good friends did PR, one did the graphic design. I ended up being in charge of selling all of the bricks. We had someone doing the playground design, and we were all moms who were mothers of preschoolers who had just left the workforce.
We approached a lot of different big companies, and they said they couldn't fund us. We weren't really reaching the amount that we needed to reach. We decided to go ahead and ask the Darien Foundation for a large donation to kind of kickstart the campaign.
The Darien Foundation wanted us to expand the project a little bit because they felt like the playground was really only for the 2 to 6-year-olds. Once the Darien Foundation agreed to pledge money, the town agreed that we could put swings in.
When other people heard that we had gotten money from the Darien Foundation, they
And we are back here for the second period, 2-0 New Canaan after one, and there were some penalties at the end. Andrew, one of you want to touch on that?
So there were 3 penalties called. It looks like Darien picked up 2 more, and McDermott got them, and then Spain got one for New Canaan. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a New Canaan power play after the last 6 seconds are up for the original New Canaan penalty, excuse me.
2-0 New Canaan, Wheatfeld and McDaniels with the goals. Colin, what did they do so well in the first period?
I think New Canaan did a couple things well. Their defensemen were making very good decisions. They were breaking it out well. They were getting it deep, and they were getting pucks to the net. At the risk of stating the obvious, in a 2-0 game, the next goal was critical. New Canaan having a power play here for what's going to amount to a minute 54 is a big opportunity, but Darien did an extremely good job on that first kill, so they're going to have to be prepared for Darien's shorthanded pressure.
You see the graphic here at the bottom. It's 10 shots for New Canaan. That is 6 on the left. It's Darien stats on the left, New Canaan on the right. We have a few nice shots there, 10 for New Canaan. They had 10 shots. That's not a team that likes to shoot often, Colin. We see usually as the game goes on, they put more rubber on net. They came out with a passion to put the puck on Schofield.
They did. They did. And more than anything else, when I look at shots, I look at quality shots. And there were a lot of quality shots there. And I think on the flip side, New Canaan did a pretty good job forcing Darien's guns to the outside. I mean, there were a couple that got really close, but for the most shot, they were keeping Erickson and McDermott and those guys to wide of the dot stuff that you'd mentioned, Andrew.
Yeah, I think they've got to really, I think that's Darien's goal here is to get a little bit closer to Johnson. They really, got him steady into the game more than anything because they really kept everything outside the slot. Everything was from the top of the circles and out. That's not going to really scare many goalies. You got to get it a little closer than that.
Johnson made a few nice saves, and now we're ready for puck drop in the second. It'll be a 6-second penalty kill here for New Canaan, that is, and then we'll go to a 1-minute 54 power play for the Rams.
I think both coaches were probably telling their squads, tone down the emotion, channel it.
Agreed.
You want to play hard, you want to play on the edge, but you got to be careful because things started to get a little bit out of control, and penalties and special teams can and will make the difference in a game like this.
Does seem like Augustine got that penalty. I didn't see him out there. I saw Spain in the mix.
I don't think it's some, and I'm sure New Canaan will be like, great, we'll put that guy in the box. We have no problem with that.
For sure, they want to keep Spain out there. Now the second period's underway. Metler within his own zone. Pass it across Sortiros. Looks to find Metler once again. Back to 5-on-4 play, that is. As Sortiros comes out for this power play for New Canaan. 2-0 they lead with Nick McDaniels starting the rush. He looks to get in deep. Johnson looks to clear. Finds a stick of Fiorita.
Yeah, Darien's got more guys on the puck on New Canaan's power play.
Wheatfeld looked to pass it across. He had Metler with some time and space, but a good play there by Sharp to intercept that pass. Back down below Johnson goes the puck. Sortiros with it there. Pass along to Wheatfeld. 0 for 1 is New Canaan on the power play, and a great PK. Darien looks them right in the eyes as Massey clears it down once again.
New Canaan's got to get 4 guys back because Darien's just not letting them get it out, and it's going to get dangerous if they can isolate a New Canaan guy. But at the same time, you get by him, you can create 2-on-1s. And
Darien looks to clear it out. Here's Metler looking to gain the zone. Great stick there from Luke Johnson, and then Metler throws an elbow. It's not called. Physicality rules in this sport. McDaniels gets it in deep. He takes the hit. Darien looks to get out. It gets past Metler to McDaniels. 40 seconds remain here on the New Canaan power play.
New Canaan needs some fresh legs here.
Here's Metler gaining the zone. Going to the outside. Looks to cut to the inside. He gains a buck. Throws it in front off the skate of Conway, that is. And now McDaniels and Conway match up. And Darien gets a clear.
Yeah, New Canaan set up absolutely nothing so far in this minute 40 so far gone on the power play.
Yeah, no, it's been a struggle so far.
And Andrew, a penalty kill like this for Darien can set up some momentum for them.
Well, I think that's what Max said in the line. He's got to say, he's got to say that to them in the locker room. He's got to say, boys, just killed at minute 55. We'll take it from there. It's 2-0 lead. As Colin said earlier, the old adage, worst lead in hockey. If you're Darien, that's what you got to think.
Off the bench comes McDermott. Now he starts to rush. Bennett McDermott takes a shot. It's blocked down from Bennett Ong. He had a
delayed call
shots,
coming up here.
And now a delayed penalty here on New Canaan. Ong blocked a few nice shots in that game against Ridgefield, and now off a tripping call, Darien will get a chance at the 5-on-4.
And that is directly off the penalty kill there for Darien, that momentum, as you said, Dylan.
It will be Benedong going to the box. Darien to the power play. They'll run a 4-forward set, Andrew. Buchanan runs a 3-forward 2D. They run 4 forwards 1D. What do you make of that?
They do. I think this is just all about skating right here for these 5 that are out there. This is a good set. It's not the biggest crew you've ever seen out there, but you know.
Erickson turns it over, and now Dean on a rush. Johnson back, Griffin Dean tries to make a move, shoots, saved by Score! It's in! Griffin Dean on the shorthanded chance. 3-0 Rams.
Boy, that sort of rode up Schofield's stick. I don't think he was expecting it.
Oh, what a chance. Dean cut in front. Johnson was on D.
There it is.
Takes a shot. It went off Schofield.
Looks like it just got under the arm.
Dean was quick on the point, and it poked it through and off to the races, and he even had Spain coming as well. That was a great play.
Oh, man. New Canaan has come out firing. They might have took the penalty. We thought it was Darien on the momentum as Fiorita cuts in. Shot saved by Johnson with the glove. Oh, man, that 3-goal lead must give Bo Johnson some confidence.
Yeah, and I think Schofield's probably got to wish he had that one back. But Darien's still got 1:40 on this power play, so.
A lot of hockey left in this one, so
yeah,
for sure. And Andrew, we know how quick Darien can score. Shooting is McDermott's save. Rebound in the slot.
You can't let him skate like that.
He has room. Looks in front. Moore tries a chance. Johnson with another stop. Darien looking for their first goal, looking to break that 0 on the scoreboard as Reed has it along the right side board.
Buchanan's got to get back to that tight box.
Reed can't get it out. Back out point. Fiorita shoots, saved by Johnson. The rebound, it's in the crease and cleared there all the way down by Wheatfeld.
Minute left on the penalty for Buchanan.
Here's Johnson starting a rush down the right side. The defenseman circles the net. Looks in front, has Erickson with him, throws it behind him, and now it's down below the net.
That's a little bit of a dangerous play.
Sam Erickson, right side, looks for a shot and tried to pass it across the crease. It didn't make it there, and another clear here from Buchanan. Andrew, we know how great Darien is at putting the puck in the back of the net, but is 3 too much?
I don't think it's too much whatsoever. You know, there's plenty of time. I think you got to stick, at least at this point, you've got to stick with somewhat of your game plan here.
Another shot from Johnson there. Dyer with a shot.
3 is absolutely not too much against this team. I wish that were the case. But no, Darien can hang 2 goals on you in a shift. That first line.
But I think they've got to get multiple shifts in a row here where they take over the play, and they haven't done it to this point. You know, 3-0 is you know, it's one thing in a regular season game. It's a whole different thing in the FCIAC final.
Yeah, and as we approach the midway point of this game too, when you have that kind of a deficit, you shift to desperation mode. The coach isn't shifting to desperation mode, but the players can.
And don't show it to your players.
Yeah. But plenty of hockey left here. I think both teams need to tone down the emotion, especially the behind the play shenanigans, because those are penalties that are just absolutely not worth it in the grand scheme of things.
Sortiros with it below the net. 10 seconds to go here on the Darien power play. Taking it back here is Sign. Pass across to Massey. Looks to start a rush off the stick of Lau and out of play. The faceoff will go all the way back to the neutral zone.
That hit the rafters?
I think it did.
Yeah.
I think it went up to the rafters up top, yes.
We are here at Dorothy Hamill Rink in Greenwich, a place that can only hold 600 fans at capacity. And Colin, some of the Canaan fans weren't too happy that the game was here and that the tickets, they had some issues with that as well.
Yeah, I think the ticket thing turned out to be a bit of a debacle. There was nothing sinister on the part of the FCIAC, but it was, I think it didn't go as smoothly as people had hoped. I think everybody's hoping that we can sort out a way to get the FCIAC championship back to Terry Connors.
Obviously, that's so much of a bigger venue.
It's a great venue. It's a neutral venue. It should make money for the FCIAC. It seats 2,600 as opposed to 500 and 600 here. And hopefully, you know, when there's a will, there's a way.
Still a great atmosphere here in this barn. And now we're back to 5-on-5 play here as out of the box is Benedong. Along the boards is Darien. They're going to play that first line a bit more. Now taking a shot here, a sign saved by Johnson once again.
You know, a lot of these shots, they're right, yeah, they're right in the gut.
He'll take that all day.
He'll take it all day. He's a big body, right? And if he's got his angles and you're forcing him to the outside, you're going to have a hard time beating him.
On the face-off here is Moore. Back to the point. Massey, his shot is blocked by
block.
McDanis.
McDanis.
I mean, he is so good. He's now graduated that first line. I remember the times earlier in the season where he was struggling to get ice time on the third line column.
Yeah, no, and that's part of a hockey season. You gotta grind it out. And I'll tell you, on the blocks, Coach Jones was incredibly happy with his squad of the Ridgefield game because guys were laying down and taking them and getting banged up and fighting through it. But it's playoff hockey, as we all know, and you got to get in front of shots and block lanes because it can make a huge difference.
Face off back to the neutral zone. First line for Darien, and that energy line back on for New Canaan. Clearing
the chess game
Spangler.
continues.
Here's McDermott in the right side corner. Tries to throw it in front. There is Lampert. Moore back to the point. Looks to throw it in front. Albert Lean to keep it in. Now in front is Conway. The puck dribbles in on Johnson, and another cover here for the Rams netminder.
Most shifts in a game like this, coaches want it to be 30 to 45 seconds. So if you're a line trying to contain Darien's first line, if you can keep it away from him for 20 seconds, you've done half your job.
And even 20 seconds is tough against this first line.
Yes, it is.
Now behind the net, McDermott tries to throw it in front. It misses the stick of the Darien forward. Clearing it out is Jack Johnson. Darien dumps it right back in. Metler to clear, and he does to the neutral zone. Albert Lean with it, looks to find some ice for Conway, can't, and now it dribbles back out to Spain. Carter Spain rushing on in, tries to throw it in front off Rayer's stick, and just wide of Schofield. Johnson keeping it in. Back to the second line goes Darien as Dyer comes out, and now here's Conway. James Conway on his forehand, takes a shot, saved by Johnson off his mask. I'm pretty sure I heard that hit.
I thought I heard the sound as well, Dylan.
And again, good D there by Luke Lampert, the freshman, just forcing Conway to the outside so that he didn't have anything to look back on, and again, right into the midsection of Bo Johnson.
Darien is taking a more of an emphasis on shooting here in the second, though.
Oh yeah,
they got to be out shooting him.
To be.
They got to be out shooting him 2-1 in this period. So
I don't care where you're going with it, as long as you're going with it.
Here's Carter Ellis, has Dean. Ellis shoots, stopped by Schofield. Oh, what a glove.
Yeah, that was a nice glove. That was one he looked comfortable on finally.
Andrew, I was watching that Darien Greenwich semifinal. Schofield made a few big stops with his glove early in that one, too.
Oh, he was terrific in that game. He made a couple of really early ones that set the tone for them, gave the whole team a lot of confidence.
Ives on the face-off here, loses it, goes back out to Johnson, and he'll get the clear. Schofield playing the puck here. Massey can't get all of it on it. Dean now trying for a wraparound try, goes to the right side corner. Couldn't get enough power on it. Back to the first line goes Darien. New Canaan couldn't get the change in time. Here's Bennett McDermott. Takes it across, but it is offside.
It's offside. And he got pushed, but ironically, that's not a penalty in hockey, pushing a guy offside so you can do it. And
it seems odd.
It's one of the few arbitrages, so to speak, that you can pull in this game.
Coach Jones, after that stoppage, still keeps his second line out there against the first line of Darien. Interesting move by him. Now in the corner here is Sortiros batting along with Moore. It comes back out to Ellis. He passes across to Pinella, and he'll dump it on in on deep.
Yep, he just didn't get the line. I didn't think he did.
Matty Pinella's been a great story. He was another guy, Dylan, that was not seeing a ton of time on D at the end of the year, but his steady, simple play, and I mean simple in a very good way, nothing flashy, but just making good decisions, being close to home and moving the puck out of the zone has got him a fairly regular shift, and he was big in that Ridgefield game.
And New Canaan plays 7D. I spoke to Coach Jones. I'm like, what kind of D pairs do you think you're running for playoffs? And he's like, I'm not sure. I'm just going to run all 7, see what happens. Now we felt with it. Former defenseman shoots off the side of the net. Darien starts a rush here with Lau. Left side, Daniel Lau looks to throw it in front. It misses everybody to the corner. We felt to get it. Now in front goes Darien on the back end, throws it in front, shot
Oh
off
my
the
God,
post.
what
Wow.
a save.
Oh, Darien so close to that first goal. Johnson might have got a piece, but I'm pretty sure it hit iron. We'll get a replay on that on the next stoppage. Now Darien looks for another touch with Dyer.
Was a beautiful setup.
Moving in is Loud, takes a shot, deflected to the corner with Stein. Matthew Stein loses the puck to Reed, who will get it clear along the boards. Not out yet, but bringing it out is Nick McDanus. He finds Justin Wheatfeld. On him is Leon. Wheatfeld to his backhand, now throws it on net. It gets deflected off Stein's skate, and he'll bring it out for Darien. Clearing it back in is Reed for New Canaan.
It should have been whistled down. No, that hit the goalie.
That
And
did
it
hit
was
the
to late
pad of
offsides.
Schofield. Reed on here for New Canaan as well with Sortiros. Looks to clear it out. Darien doing a great job of keeping the puck in the zone of New Canaan. And
Nice.
Andrew, when Darien is running that forecheck, you know they're on their game.
They are. You could see them
That's
starting to carry play a little bit, but listen, you're down 3-0. You need everything you can do.
Danny Lau's been very strong for Darien. Darien has New Canaan to thank for that as he came up with the New Canaan Winter Club program.
I think the replay just came on the screen there. I think he just missed it wide. I think he shanked it just a little bit.
Man, what a chance there for Darien. It's all about making your chances count. New Canaan has done just that so far. Darien looking for their opportunities in this one. Clearing in is Garabet. On the other side is Johnson to clear out, and he does. New Canaan, they had some troubles earlier in the season of getting that puck out and giving teams second, third chances. In this one especially, they've done a great job of when that puck comes in, maybe they get one shot, but it's out right after that.
No, you're exactly right, Dylan. This is one of the best games they've had that way. They're making good decisions, and they're not screwing around with it. But Coach Jones knew he was going into a smaller rink surface, and if that's the case against a team with Darien's speed and tenacity, you cannot screw around with a puck. And if you need to take an ice in the neutral zone, you take the icing. But really, really good decisions, and that's the simple part of hockey, which you can never underestimate.
Back to the first line goes Darien. More on the face-off. Getting kicked out is Ives. Coming in is Dean. Moore might win it, but New Canaan gets it, and they'll start a rush up the left side with Griffin Dean. The third goal scorer here for New Canaan on a shorthanded opportunity is on the ice for NC. And now we see more of that second line with the first line for Darien, Colin.
Yeah, I think you get later in the game and certain lines get fatigued too, and I think Clark's he's gonna put the freshest legs out there. You want to get them into the right matchups when you can, but if guys are tired, you got to keep an eye on it. These guys are all in great shape. It's not like the old leather helmet days and cigarettes like when Albert Hardigan was playing. These guys are good athletes, but you get worn down over the course of the game.
Johnston around the boards, now finds Fiorita trying to keep it in as Dean, and he does a great job at it. Ives looks for a backhand chance.
By Ives there.
Turnover, now Bennett McDermott, drop pass, look for more. Cutting on in his Ives, Darien loose in the zone.
Well, he's McDermott fast.
Here's McDermott. Speed and skill of Bennett McDermott always rules as Darien back out point. Johnston plays it safe, throws it in right side boards to Moore. Now to Erickson, looks in front, McDermott, oh what a shot block from Sam Ives as he got in front. Johnston back out point, deflected over the net. Reed had to punch it out and it finds its way in. Net front scramble,
Johnson doesn't seem happy, but the ref's giving him a signal. And we got a call, that was not smart. We got an extra one on New Canaan now as well.
It seems as though Jamison Moore has scored the first goal for the Blue Wave in this one.
I think the defenseman batted into the net, actually. It's hard to tell there, but it looks like 18 on the New Canaan. I'm not sure who it was.
Gavin Reed tried to clear it out. It hit the wrong side of his glove, and he just found its way in.
Somebody got a penalty.
Yeah, and then I think it was 21 picked up a penalty after that.
Ellis.
Yeah, I think Ellis picked up I think it was a bit of a cross-check after as the Darien was celebrating.
You gotta be smart with emotions. You can't give up a goal and a penalty at the same time.
This could be a whole turn of the game. 3-0 NC at one point. Now it's 3-1, and Darien gets a power play. Can this game change quick or what?
It really could here. This could be a turning point. I'd love to see. I know the defenseman 18. I apologize, Dylan. I forgot his name again. He was reaching up for that puck. I mean, as Colin said earlier, it's a short rink. That puck comes very fast back off those backboards.
There's Gavin Reed. I'd say, did he reach and possibly knock it in? It's hard to tell.
Anyways, Darien gets on the board, and now New Canaan back on the PK. Darien looking for their first power play goal of the game as McDermott's right back out there. Johnson finds Jamison Moore, the goal scorer. Right side corner, now circles the net. Moore sees with the puck. New Canaan playing their box-like strategy. Johnson over to McDermott in the slot, loose, and a clear there from New Canaan to the right side, but not out. Massey over to McDermott. 4:45 left in the second period. Matty Pinella doing a great job of Bennett McDermott.
New Canaan's got to stay in the tight box here.
Johnson over, saved by Johnson with the pad. It was Luke Johnson over to Massey. Bo Johnson coming up with that big save. Now in the corner here is Darien. They've had the puck in the zone for the entire power play. McDermott looks back door, can't find him, and a clear here from Wheatfeld.
Well, that New Canaan needed that right there. That was some serious zone time.
Some fresh legs.
Darien will keep that first line out there along with Fiorita. Moore now on his Dyer. Circles the net once again. Looking for someone in front. Has Johnson with a Moore to the slot. Looks for a lane. Now back to the middle. Dyer fans on it. And now Dean will start a rush. Griffin Dean scored one shorthanded goal already. Takes the shot. And scores!
Again.
Griffin Dean, 2 shorthanded goals. 4-1.
Wow.
That's quite a good shot.
He sniped that one, boy.
He saw the corner, picked it. 2 shorties for Dean.
Carter Spain was coming up behind him as if he wanted the puck. But Dean saw upper left, and boy, did he bury that.
What a change of events. We think Darien's back in it, 3-1 on the power play. Now New Canaan, shorthanded goal from Dean, the second of the game. Oh my goodness.
38 seconds left in the power play, under 4 in the period. That was massive.
And Andrew, I really thought Darien was back in it.
Yeah,
They had all the zone
there's
time.
another call on New Canaan right here.
And another penalty error. It will be a 5-on-3 when New Canaan touches it. No whistle yet. Darien should throw it on net.
I would agree.
Yeah, New Canaan's better off.
Lancaster back out, point deflected. Johnson with the stop gets the whistle. We'll have 5-on-3 for 17 seconds and then a full 1:43 on the power play for Darien.
Yeah, Satiros kind of got underneath him. Not a terrible penalty. I think he was just trying to slow him down, and he got too far underneath him and took him down.
Was it trip the call? I missed it. I apologize.
I believe it was a hook.
Oh, it was
I
a
think
hook.
it was a hook,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
So Tiros to the box.
Coming right back with the first line again here, obviously.
3:31 left in the second. 4-1 New Canaan. Now back out point Moore. Erickson shoots over the net. 10 seconds left in this 5-on-3. Setting it up as Johnson. Luke Johnson back out point. Takes a shot deflected wide. And we have another stoppage here.
That gets a net.
The net came off his moorings. Good break there for NC. 5 seconds left in this 5-on-3. And then a full 1:43.
Hopefully there won't be any fighting between Darien and New Canaan parents about the net being thrown off the mooring.
New Canaan decides to put Wheatfeld out there with Ong and Dean. Reed, that is. Wheatfeld gets taken down. Here's back out point. Johnson waits, looks for a move. What
Great
defense there from Gavin Reed.
Gavin Reed, wow. You are right, Dylan, on that.
He's stuck with him. McDanis comes out of the box. Looking other side, taking a shot, stopped by Johnson. Bennett McDermott with that shot, couldn't get it past him. We're down under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Back to the slot, Moore couldn't get it. Now Erickson, 1:20 left on this power play for Darien. Sam Erickson tries to throw it in deep. Gavin Reed there below the net. It finds McDermott on the right side. McDermott back out of Fiorita, looks to throw it in front, block. Now another shot, what a block. It's Bennett Ong. I believe it hit Ong before it hit Johnson. 1:01 left, and we have another stoppage as I believe the puck went out of play.
Puck went out of bounds.
This could be a big PK here for NC, Colin.
Yeah, no, it sure could. If they can get out of this one, that's big. But they've got to stay. They played most of this period man down. So it's part of the ebb and flow of the game. But
NC decides to put Spain here with Mettler, Dean,
and Matty
Pinella.
Yeah.
Back out point, Massey looks for a shot. Now it goes to the corner with Lau, that is. Daniel Lau, right side corner, looks for Massey and a turnover. Canaan looks for another shorthanded chance. Massey doing a great job of back checking. Darien clears it in. It was tipped, so no icing is called. 2:10 left in the second. Back out point, Stein. He looks to keep it in deep. It goes past the stick of Dyer. Now he gets it back. Teddy Dyer, back out point, Stein. Shoots, block, deflected in on Johnson. He made the stop. Now Massey looks to cut it in the slot. It's taken here from New Canaan and cleared out from Griffin Dean. Coming back into Stein. 18 left on this power play. Stein throws it in front off the stick of Mettler. Will look to clear it out. And it goes into the benches. 12 seconds left here on the Darien PP.
Spain and Dean and Wheatfeld, wow. Wheatfeld put a solid minute and 30 on that kill. And it's coming back out now after a quick breather.
Man.
But in big games, you got to rely on your big guys. And as I said in the last telecast, Justin Wheatfeld's the heartbeat of this team.
Back out point. Spangler takes a shot, hit the post. Johnson looked behind him. It went out the other side. Battling in the corner here. 2-1. Back to 5-on-5 play here. Reed, Darien looking to throw it in front. Stopped by Johnson into the corner.
He's got McDaniels if he wants to go for a home run ball here.
He tries it. It hits Leon and out of play.
Somebody's hurt.
And it'll be Bennett on.
It's Bennett on.
The senior co-captain. He's blocked so many shots today. I believe he caught one more. It just depends where.
He's up on a knee. That's a good sign. He's got to have blocked 10 shots in the last 2 games, but he's a warrior. That's why he's going to West Point.
So he is a true warrior.
He's a true warrior.
Good combination there. He skates off under his own power.
Yeah, and he's a gamer. There's no way he'll take a swig of water and be right back out there.
1:23 left in this second period. It's 4-1 New Canaan, but Darien is threatening. We're back to 5-on-5 play here. And the face-off will be in the neutral zone. To that first line goes Darien for end of one. New Canaan wanting a change here. They're going to bring back on Sortiros.
There we go.
They only had 4 on the ice.
Yeah, we played enough
They're so used to killing penalties.
We've had enough of this.
Darien wins the face-off. Clearing it is Leon. We get another stoppage here as it goes to the benches. Now we'll be on the New Canaan offensive zone side of the neutral zone. .120 left in this second period. First line versus first line for the end of the second. Another puck out of play here. We're getting stoppage after stoppage.
I think these guys have to measure the boards here to see how high they are.
Yeah, and you better be wearing a helmet on the bench.
We try it for the 4th time. We get it down. Darien with a clear. Here's Sam Erickson. It goes past him, but he'll skate right into it. Left side boards. Sam Erickson takes a shot over the net. He is such a sniper. Couldn't hit a spot there. Leon looks to throw it on it. Deflected in. Loose in the slot. Now Moore with a shot save. Rebound just wide. Oh, it was Erickson. I believe that was McDermott on the rebound. He couldn't put it in. Now New Canaan with a rush. Here's Ellis or Gamble. He loses the puck.
That puck's got to get deep.
Here's Moore. 45 to go. Jamison Moore down the right side. He has Bennett McDermott behind him. Loses an edge. Wheatfeld looking to clear it out. He still can't. Darien throws it in front, loose, and to the corner. Spangler keeps it in.
You do not want to give up a goal in the last 30 seconds of a period.
It bounced on off. Moore with a shot save. Rebound comes in front. Wheatfeld will get a clear. Wheatfeld lays a big hit there. Sortiros left side, looks to get out, he can't. Sam Erickson to the corner, now back out. Moore looks to throw it in front. Sortiros gets back on D and clears it out. Now here's the chance. Here's Spain on the break, moving in. Spain, what a stop.
Big save.
Schofield with the glove. Jack close to being 5-1 here as we reach the end of 2, and I'm out of breath. Oh man, what a period. 2-0 at the end of one. Darien had all the chance in the world to make it a tie game. It was 3-1 at one point, and they had a power play, a 5-on-3 at that. We turn out to have 4-1 at the end of two periods.
Boy, Griffin Dean, 2 shorthanded goals. That's the story of that.
That's your difference, really, pretty much right there.
Still got 15 minutes to go, boys. 4-1. This game's not over.
No, it's not over. I think if you're New Canaan, they want to play this 5-on-5, play smart hockey, make Darien skate, dump it in, stay calm, and eat minutes of this clock.
And I think if you're Darien, you've got to put something in that here within the first 3-4 minutes, just to get full momentum going back the other way. If you don't, you know, you're asking for a lot. Johnson's played very well so far. You know, getting inside that 10-minute mark to put up 3 just to even get to overtime is going to be hard work.
4-1, end of 2 here. What a game we've had. The 2020 Boys Hockey FCIAC Championship. We'll see you guys after the ice cut.
Theater 308 presents Godspell, a 2-act musical by Darien High School students. 3 must-see performances live at the Darien High School Auditorium, March 19th, 20th, and 21st.
And we are back here for the third period. 4-1 New Canaan after 15 more minutes for Darien to keep their hopes alive of an FCIAC championship. I have a few shout-outs I want to give to the DF Media crew. They've done a great job producing this game. Connor Fagan on Cam 1, Jack Cunningham on Cam 2, Cole Murphy on Director, Dylan DeRiso on Instant Replay, Robert McElhouse on Instagram, Andrew Galois on Graphics, Austin Platt on Twitter, Austin Platt on Stats, Ian Nicholas on Twitter, and the Wyatt household, who I presume are watching here. I've been told that you guys have upwards of 30 people watching this one. Now to the state bracket that you see here. After this one, both teams will move to the state bracket. Darien will face 13-seeded Northwest Catholic on Tuesday at 5 at Darien Ice House. New Canaan will face 15-seed St. Joe's Cadets at that Darien Ice House venue. After that one, it'll be around a 7:40 p.m. puck drop. Now back to this game, boys. What a second period we had. New Canaan took so many penalties. They were even down to a 5-on-3 at one point, but they won the period 2-1.
Well, first of all, I don't think anybody's looking towards the States at this point. We've got one period to play, especially in this rivalry. They're both thinking about this game right now and not that at all. Again, you know, Darien certainly has had their chances. Johnson's been excellent. You know, they've got to get the puck to him again. They've got to get the puck to the net.
I think, Nora, if New Canaan, the strategy is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Literally, I think more of what they did well in the first period, which was get it deep, move the puck D-to-D, and then pressure the zone when they can, but more than anything else, lock it down, try and keep that first line to the perimeter, and eat minutes here. So, and emotions got to stay in check. I think you're going to see Darien also try and stretch the zone quite a bit, look for a home run pass, so the D have to be cognizant of
yeah, I think there's no point in leaving anything behind at this point. Down 4-1, you got to try to get something in early here and just get momentum really going on your side. Yeah. You know, and the stretch is a good way to look at it.
So we're underway here at the start of the third period. We got the two first lines going at each other as Jamison Moore throws one in on Johnson.
Now Moore with it below the net. Darien looking for that goal. They're going to have to get a kickstart here in the third. Sortiros to clear out to McDanis, and now to Gamble. Bowden Gamble tries to find Wheatfeld. It finds the Darien stick, and it goes back to Mettler in the neutral zone, who will reset. Nice move here by Bennett McDermott. Cuts the slot, takes the shot. It's blocked down by the stick of Gamble. It goes down below the legs of Moore, but not out. McDermott keeping it in. Finds Johnson, and now to Erickson. Moore below the net. Darien being very methodical as Moore goes down off a hit from Sortiros. Gamble below the net to clear out right side off the stick of Gamble. Darien keeping it in on their first stick.
Got to get out.
Gamble can't keep it in. Rushing to the net is McDermott. He gets fouled there from Sortiros. Stopped by Johnson.
That's a good first shift for Darien. That's a really good first shift.
You know,
you got your second crew coming out for the power play.
It's a little bit of Groundhog Day again. That's two chances New Canaan had to get it out. They pushed it up the boards, but couldn't quite do it. You get caught a minute into a shift and a reach, and I think it was it McDermott or Moore that got pulled out. So
it was McDermott going down Sortiros on the penalty. Darien to the power play. They'll run their second unit as the first unit was just on for a full minute. Lau on the face-off, facing off against Spain. Spain and Dean, the forwards here for that PK unit. They throw it on net, stopped by Johnson easily. Massey with the shot. For Andrew Darien, they didn't convert on any of their power plays in the second. What do they need to change up here in the third?
You know, again, I think you got to crash. You got to take away his eyes. I think, you know, they haven't done it all game to Johnson. He's really seen almost everything, you know, that they've thrown at him because they just haven't had eyes, you know, the traffic in front of them.
And now here's Liam Low below the net. Now to Dyer. Back out point Massey. Plays it safe, throws it into Lau. Danny Lau, left side. Dean looking to take it away. Drop pass here to Conway. Doesn't find him. Moore clears it along the board.
I think you're just trying to get cute there. I think he really got to just keep, you know, even what, you know, Colin said, keep it simple, stupid, but keep it simple on the power play as well. You know.
Off the stick of McDermott and in. Ong has time and clears it out. Lau will have to wait. Pass across to Jack Massey. Takes the shot. It goes wide of Johnson. Dean along the right side. Looks to clear it out, but can't.
That was a good job by Moore.
Jameson Moore keeps it in. Bedinong back on the ice. Good to see him after he went down late in that second period. And McDermott now makes a few moves, but Carter Spain with great defense.
That's a real good play by Spain there.
Gavin Reed is very quietly being a stallion here tonight, just taking hits, making the right plays.
There's another good one by him from Darien, keeps in with Fiorita. Fiorita below the net, has McDermott shot, saved by Johnson with the pad. Oh, if he could have just got that up, that was in the back of the net. And now it comes out of the zone. Bennett McDermott with a grade A opportunity, just couldn't get it above the pad of McDermott.
Another bad change
and now
for
another
Canaan here.
Johnson that is back out is McDermott. Bennett McDermott looks for a pass, good stop there from McDanis. Keeps it on side though. Erickson in the corner, looks to cut in front. Sam Erickson shoots, what a block
stick
there. That was Mettler in front.
13 seconds left in this power play.
Trying to leave the first line out. They're going to change the deep here, it looks like here, for Darien.
Yeah, Mac's going to ride these guys as hard as he can, as he should.
I think you should have nothing left in the tank by the time you're done, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Back out in the corner is Wheatfeld. He gets taken down. Darien gets it in deep with Fiorita. Guarding him is Matty Piniella, and he gets it out along the right side.
That's going to do it for the power. Do it for the Darien power play.
Under 12 to go here in the FCIAC championship. Ives takes it in offside.
That was
no
close.
whistle there. And now Stein will take it below the net. Now Darien starting to rush with Fiorita. Has more with him. Back out point. Looks for Dyer. Taking a shot, just missing here is Stein. He had all the time in the world, just couldn't pick the corner on Johnson. Now Mettler left side, looks to get it out and 10. New Canaan cannot sit back here in the third period. They might be up 3, but you can't sit back against this Blue Wave team.
No, and I don't think they will. I think what you'll see is a plan where they're dumping it and they're not going to mess around in the neutral zone with it. But they won't sit back. But in order to take a more aggressive stance, they got to stay out of the box.
Offside called here. Darien starting to get a bit physical here as the frustration might start to set in.
Carter Ellis has got to pull it back a little bit.
That's the one person I was thinking of on the Canaan.
He's a great player and a good kid, but his emotions are high and he's getting into a lot of chirping. And with a 4-1 lead, 10 minutes left, just swallow it and look forward and march by him.
And Ellis was quiet in that Ridgefield game. I expect him to have a big impact as they move into state. Dyer takes a shot saved by Johnson. Then he's barreled into. No call there. Johnson still down. Rayer almost playing goalie here for NC. Rayer picks his stick up and gives it back to Johnson, the goalie stick that is. And now in is Conway. Conway with Lampert. Low. Conway takes a shot over the glove of Johnson and out of the zone.
Everybody's trying to go high now all of a sudden. Got to hit the net.
Good forecheck here by Jack Johnson.
Darien's definitely got Buchanan running around a little bit in their defensive zone, and that's what Darien does well with their cycle, both above and below the line.
Dyer takes a shot, blocker stop from Johnson, keeping him on the outside of Sortiros once again, and now he starts a rush. The freshman, Alex Sortiros, looks to pass up. It gets deflected, icing waved off here. Now up to Fiorita.
Boy, Buchanan was slow in that change.
Nice hit.
Wheatfeld takes a hit. Massey with it below the net. Jack Massey pinching in. Something you're going to see from this Darien team as they're down 3. Now Sharp. Gamble doing a great job of pinching it out, and he does. Wheatfeld looks to send McDanis too far for him, and icing is the call.
You're starting to see a little bit of the desperation is probably too strong a word, but sense of urgency maybe is better from Darien on the forecheck. They're getting 3 guys caught behind the net. So what that does, if they can't control the puck, it allows Buchanan a pretty easy breakout. But that's what Darien's got to pressure this.
I think desperation's a good choice of words there, Colin. And 9.5 left, down 3. I think desperation's a good call.
And Andrew, we saw Jack Massey in on that forecheck.
Oh, here we go,
Buchanan comes in front. Wheatfeld shooting. Oh, he just missed.
Well, that would have been the proverbial nail.
As it goes out of play. Andrew, we saw Massey in deep on that offensive opportunity. We're going to see more of that from the Darien defense.
I mean, there's no question of that at this point. 9:19 left in the game. You're going to you're going to throw all the masses at the net as best you can.
Bennett Ong back out there. Ives on the faceoff. Darien wins it and will look to get it out. Right side, now looks to get it in. Ellis makes a great play to knock that pass down, and they get it in deep with Ives. Carter Ellis deflecting another pass. It goes back in the New Canaan zone. Reed on his backhand to get it out once again.
Here we go,
Here's
2-on-1.
Dean has Ives. Dean looking for number 3. He still has it after a few stick checks. Griffin Dean doing a great job of killing some time here for NC. 8:48 left here in the third. Ellis can't get it in deep. Long reach, looks to keep it in to his possession. It goes
Buchanan
back to
needs
Ong.
to get this deep and get a change. Fresh legs.
Dean does just that. You called it, Colin, and they will bring that energy line back out. Spain on the forecheck. Finds Sharp. Sharp tried a backhanded pass. It found a Darien stick with Fiorita. Fiorita takes hit from Maddie Pinella. Spain to get it out along the boards.
That should be nice.
I don't think he got the line.
Darien didn't get the line. 8:13 left here in the FCIAC championship. New Canaan has not won this trophy since 2014. They look to do it now 6 years later.
Yeah, it's a long time for either one of them. There's been a little bit of Richfield domination the last few years, so it's been a long time for both programs. I think Darien was the year after 2015, so it's been a while for either one of them, so it'll be nice to see.
Buchanan keeping the offensive zone. Spain on the faceoff. Darien forward Moore gets kicked out. Now we see that first line of Darien as a shot is thrown on net, saved by Schofield against the third line of New Canaan. Rayer keeping it in. Johnson helping him out. Spain hits a forward along the boards. Leon looking to get out. This third line has done such a great job. You always see the first line of Darien dominating, and now New Canaan's keeping it in the Darien zone on this shift.
Yeah, if you're Clark, you just want solid 45-second shifts.
Puck gets deflected in the NC zone.
Possession.
Spain clears it out once again. Icing waved off, so Schofield will play it.
We're halfway through the third here.
Spain looks to get it out. Wheatfeld goes down on his own. Lost an edge. This first line has been out and all on defense here for the shift. Now they start their first offensive shift in the third. McDermott on his backhand, guarded by Metler.
Solid
he puts
D
him
by
down.
Metler. Solid D.
The freshman puts down the D1 skater of the year, and now New Canaan will break out. Nick McDanis, 7 to go here. He has Sortiros with him, just plays it in deep.
Yeah, Soteros got to be a little bit careful. He's wired to attack.
Here's a chance.
He needs to be careful on
icing the call.
overcommitting this late in the game.
See Jamison Moore battling with Sortiros a little bit. We saw him in a little bit of physicalities after that first period.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point now, if you're New Canaan, I think if you have more than one deep, you're making a mistake, and your coach isn't going to play you much at this point. You really don't need to get too many deep right now.
Yep.
Eyes on the face-off, back out to Ellis, who throws it across to Ong. Playing in deep New Canaan. They're going to start this cycle game. No D pinching in here. Can't say that for the other side. It's moving in as Conway takes a shot, misses the net. Back out point. Looking for Johnson. It got past Conway. Ong will have a free clear here with Dean. Griffin Dean looking for a cross-ice pass for Ellis. It found a Darien stick. And now Darien will start a rush with Teddy Dyer. Dyer across the short, backhand pass over to Dyer. He just missed.
Get out of Johnson's way. And that's got to get out.
A lot of pretty passing here for Darien, and New Canaan does get out. Here's Ellis. Ellis 1-1 with Dean. Finds Dean, shoots. Just missed the net, saved by Schofield.
All right, these guys need to get off.
Now back out point, Gavin Reed. He'll play it safe, put it in deep. 5:55 left here in the third period. New Canaan will have to regroup in the defensive zone. Chasing after it is Reed and Ong. Bennett Ong gets it past the middle of the zone. Great deflection by Dean, or else that was an icing. Darien to get it out, starting their rush methodically. Still 4-1 game as Garabet's on the ice for the Blue Wave.
This is the first time the third line's hit the ice in a while here. But you got to do it. I mean, you just can't go with the two right now. They're just going to be gassed.
Jack Johnson along the left side. The New Canaan player, Spain, lost his stick. He'll pick it up. Johnson below the net. Keeping it is Pinella. He pitches in, and now Darien will look to have a chance. It will go back down. Icing waved off as it went off Pinella's stick. Sortiros to play it along the left side boards. Keeping it in is Johnson. He takes a hit from two guys. Spain and Johnson combining on that hit. And now breaking out of Sortiros. He tries to find Rayer on a breakaway pass. It hit off his stick, and he'll keep it in deep. Lancaster back for the Blue Wave. Pass it to McDermott. That first line back on for Darien. Jamison Moore up to Erickson. Sortiros on D. Erickson shot deflected to the glass. Such great defense here from the
New Canaan playing
defenseman today.
sound hockey.
Erickson goes down. Sortiros playing physical but clean. Wheatfeld can't get it out. Spangler pinching in.
Sortiros is logging close to a 3-minute shift here because he can't get off.
Erickson battling with
Still playing
Gamble.
solid, but they got to get him.
Now Moore, right side corner. He has Lancaster point. Moore takes a shot deflected to the corner. Spangler looked to throw it in front. Ryan Spangler pinching in. Now Sortiros, he's gassed. Throws it up almost through the legs, but he can't go out on the bench.
Okay,
now
offside.
he gets to stop it.
That's a gift there.
Well, they were just so tired he couldn't get out of the zone, Erickson.
Yeah.
He was exhausted.
4:03 left in the third. And as you see, it's bias. Bo Johnson has been so good, but the defensemen of NC have helped them out so much today, Colin.
Yeah, no, they really have. Not a ton of quality shots for Darien so far, and that is no easy task when you got guys like Bennett McDermott who can bob and weave like he does.
I was going to say, I thought that call was on Darien.
We do have a penalty here.
It's a penalty on Darien.
Yeah, got a cross check.
It will be on Daniel Lau, I believe.
Now, I think Buchanan, this is going to be key because 3:54 left, 2 to go. It is a power play, but Darien's
PK is very good.
been aggressive on it, so I think Buchanan's got to have modest wants here. I think they want to take shots, but I don't think they want to take any stupid chances, and they've got to make sure they get guys back to help break out. They can eat up 2 minutes here.
I think if you're New Canaan, you're not thinking twice about scoring here.
Ellis looks to keep it in left side boards. Ong plays it safe, takes it back to the neutral zone, and holds it against the wall. Now bring in here is Conway. James Conway on a rush shorthanded. Takes a shot, stopped by Johnson. And now Ives to the corner. Sam Ives, cross ice pass finds Metler. Shane Metler moving in. Takes a shot, blocked down. Metler looks to throw it in front. It's there. Loose Metler backhand shot blocked to the corner.
They got to get 2 back on D here. We got 4 guys low.
Now Ellis in the corner goes back to Metler. Skates to the slot, takes a shot. It's blocked down by Spangler. He'll look to clear along left side boards. It goes off the skate of Ong and back down. 3:05 left in this one. Metler with it below his own net. The man who sent his team to the FCIAC championship takes it up for NC. Loses the puck. He'll have to get back as he's now a defenseman. Darien looking to start a rush. It could be a 2-on-1. Massey on his backhand looking to cut in front, and he scores!
My.
Jack Massey shorthanded.
It's not quite over yet, according to the fans.
This one is not over. 2:43 left, and it's a 4-2 game. Power move by Massey.
No, you had to.
Gets the edge there right there, and a nice little move.
Great move.
Terrific.
2:43 to go. 4-2.
Now the question becomes for Darien, when do you start thinking about pulling Schofield here?
Well, Buchanan's still got 49 seconds left on this power play, so that slows that down.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll have a timeout here. As both teams
Darien, they're not going to be even strength until basically a minute, just under 2 minutes left in the game, minute 54. So.
We see it here once again. Such a great move on the backhand by Massey, the captain and the defender. He might be a defender, but he has some forward moves on that one, huh?
That was a beautiful play. I didn't think he had enough room there. I didn't think he had the defenseman broke a stick there as well in that replay. I didn't think he had that much of the edge, but pulled it
It's
back very
amazing
nicely.
if you get a step on a guy and you keep moving your feet,
Yeah.
stop gliding, and that's exactly what he did. So
2:43 left in the third period in the FCIAC championship.
and Jones, Clark Jones is going to put out the Rayer Spain Johnson line, which I think is a good call here.
And on is the first line for Darien. Massey on as well, the goal scorer. Ong, 2:35 left, clears around left side boards. Darien sending two forwards here on the forecheck here on the PK. Now Spain breaks out with it, finds Rayer just past his stick, and now gets stripped down, no call. Here's Spain below the net. Looking to kill some time. Johnson playing in the slot just in case there's a rush the other way. Spain doing a great job of killing some time. Rayer tries to throw it in front.
Now
It finds the stick of
him. There we
McDermott,
go.
and he'll dump it in deep. Here's Gavin Reed.
Reed's got to move that quickly.
Skates it along the right side, gets it out, off the stick of Rayer, and Lancaster puts it right back in. 2-1. We're back to 5-on-5 play here with Ong.
Just under 2 minutes left in
That's
this
a nice.
regulation.
Didn't get the red. It will come back to the new Canaan offensive zone. And Andrew, do you think they'll pull Schofield now?
It's got to be, because I'm sure I'm sure they talked about it during the timeout there. I think I would be having them up between the hash marks if it were me.
I got Nicky Hathaway to my right saying pull him.
I think he's got to be hash marks. If
They're gonna
now we're going to timeout. I think New Canaan took theirs.
Yeah.
So both teams have used their timeouts.
Oh, other way around. I guess New Canaan took the timeout early, and this is Darien's.
Darien takes their timeout. Now 1:50 left in the third period. 4-2 game. And if you're Coach Clark Jones, how are you calming your team down here?
I'm telling him to expect the goalie pulled. I bet Mac is going to probably wait to make sure he gains control off of this face-off, but he's probably got Schofield halfway to the bench anyway. And then if it's Clark, you're looking to keep it in tight, so definitely don't overextend. Give him the perimeter and chip it out. You want to avoid icings unless it's absolutely necessary. But I think they can pressure on the pressure the points.
Yep, he's gone already, I believe. Yep. No, he is gone. Schofield's gone to the bench.
Schofield's gone.
Your sixth skater on this, I believe, is Fiorita, is your sixth guy out here.
It will be the first line. Erickson, Fiorita, Moore, McDermott back on D, Lancaster, and Sign.
Showtime.
This is where championships are made. Now Moore. Oh, it's Moore. Darien's right back in this one.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good play. It was a low shot.
That was definitely a set play.
Yep, and nothing it could do
Let's
about
see it here.
I believe it was Erickson on the deflection.
You're absolutely right, Dylan. That's a good call.
Sam Erickson in front, no one on him. They deflect it in. 1:47 left. This is a one-goal game, guys.
But things have gotten slightly tighter here. Again, Darien's going to try to win the faceoff here. You're going to try to throw it deep, and you're going to get Schofield out of the net.
Wheatfield dumps it in. Schofield to play
That's
the puck.
Good play by New Canaan right there.
Left side, McDermott.
Here goes Schofield, right?
Brings more. Schofield trying to come out. Now he does. 6-on-5 with Reed in the corner. Darien looking for that fourth goal. The tied-up shot gets deflected to the corner. Erickson battling with Sorteros. 1:19 left.
Wheatfeld's got to try and get that puppy out.
Gamble battling with Sorteros.
Somebody's got to give him help
Off
from Darien here.
Fiorita. Sorteros has time, clears it off the right side boards and down. Just a safe play there from Sorteros.
Clark was hoping for a little bit of a steeper angle, but when in doubt, that puck's got to come out. So.
And I've always wondered, guys, when you're on that defending team down 5-on-6, when is it the right time to shoot it versus just to clear it?
You're not looking to take an icing unless you're.
I mean, if you're going to ice the puck, you might as well try to put it in, but that's not what he was going for. I think he was trying to be a little more subtle than that, just to try to get it out of the zone, but he got a little too much on it.
He had a little time to skate it too, which is why I think Clark was.
Now Moore,
commenting.
left side. Fiorita throws it in front, can't find Erickson. Back out, point deflected down into the slot. Dean looks to get it out. A great play there by Moore. McDermott throws it in front. Ong looks to clear it out off the stick of Fiorita. Now Dean to clear it out. It goes down and to the left of the net. It will be icing. 46 seconds left in this one.
I got to tell you, New Canaan is holding on tight right now. Which they should be, obviously, but they're holding on tight. They're doing everything they can right now.
A couple of times they had the puck in their skates, just couldn't quite kick it out.
Darien's throwing the kitchen sink at them.
46 seconds.
It will be Dean, Reed, Spain, Ong, and Johnson on for New Canaan. As they clear it down, it will be another icing, but they get 6 seconds off the clock on that play. Interesting move here as they have the defenseman Reed on the far side of the faceoff dot here. A defenseman playing on that left side.
Yeah, I know. They're going to put any bodies they can that can.
Along the right side boards, goes back to the point.
Big block
it's
by
stopped
Dean.
by Dean. Now right side Spain, taken down is Moore. Spain without a stick, looks to kick it out. Spain still can't kick it out. Deflected in front. On with a shot block. Still loose to the corner. 22 left. Bennett McDermott now in front. Tries to go back to the point. Over the glove of Massey into the neutral zone. 15 to go. Johnson up to Erickson. Great play there by Spain. 10 to go. Sam Erickson along the right side board. Ong to clear it out. Here's Spain to put it away. He misses the net.
It doesn't matter.
The clock goes off. New Canaan is your 2020 FCIAC champions.
Wow. Boy, Darien gave them everything they had at the end there. And you got to hand it to Bo Johnson, the whole team, and Clark Jones really put together a solid game plan, and more than anything else, he built these kids up after that Darien loss.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
That's a really powerful thing. But hand it to Darien. They never laid down. And what a game that was.
Man, it's one of those things. You go down 10-2, and you have some motivation. You really do.
You know, we've seen this 3 out of the last 4 years where Darien's walloped New Canaan early, and then they've managed to come back and maybe not win, but fight over time. But listen, with any luck, we're having this game again in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, exactly right. I think
if everybody takes care of business, as Backman Turner Overdrive said, there's a high likelihood we'll see it, and then everybody will get in because they've got capacity up there.
That's a little bit bigger than this.
Thank goodness we will. Here, still in this barn at Dorothy Hamill Arena here in Greenwich, Connecticut. New Canaan takes home the 2020 FCIAC Championship 4-3 over Darien, and now we'll have handshakes and the trophy presentation here.
Boy, a couple of times in that third period, if you're New Canaan, you're looking at that clock and it's not moving fast enough, and it's like.
That's really one of those where, you know, the Darien just didn't find enough traffic in front of them until late in the game when they finally figured it out, but it's too little too late.
I said to Bill and Mary Johnson as we were walking up the wall trying to defend against the Darien first line, it's like holding up a wall that's caving in on you. And luckily time ran out before they could get us. But give credit to the New Canaan guys scrambling at the end to do just enough to keep them out of the way. And
yeah, luckily these are high school kids. They'll have more left for the states. It's going to be for both teams. I think they should do well and go a little bit deep in the states. One would hope.
Darien will be the 4 seed. New Canaan will be the 2. As we said earlier, New Canaan will play St. Joe's. Darien will play Northwest Catholic.
You never want to look through first-round games because that's a dangerous game.
That's exactly right.
But if you do, it's interesting because there's a high likelihood Darien could see Greenwich in a semifinal.
Greenwich, and then if they get to the semis,
Richfield, and you don't want to see a team that you've 3 or 4 times because they can have your number.
Sometimes they figure you out.
Especially with Darien on their side of the bracket, they have Notre Dame West Haven, a team that's just been great all year. And they'll face them if they go to the semis. They'll face Greenwich if Greenwich knocks off Notre Dame West Haven. New Canaan will go and face the winner of Simsbury and Ridgefield if they take care of business. And those are 2 tough teams.
Yeah, I think Greenwich is going to be a very dangerous team in this tournament, and I think Xavier is going to be a very dangerous team in this tournament.
I always think you look out for Xavier in the States.
And I'm glad that Xavier's Fairfield Prep's got to deal with that grenade. Xavier being the team that took out Ridgefield last year when they were
8 seed,
21-0.
Out the 1. Captains here for Darien. McDermott, Massey,
And Branca.
and Bronco. Yeah.
The New Canaan bomb squad has chosen to ignore the memo about staying away from the glass.
You know, as they're walking past each other, the refs did a real good job of holding that game
Yeah.
together. There was a few moments, but they did quite well.
For sure. I mean, they stayed out of it. They called the penalties when they were there, which they were.
And they really let them play for the most part. There was not much that was egregious that wasn't called. It was a very, you know, evenly called game, and I thought, you know, just other than that one scrum at the end of the first there, they really kept it together.
Yeah.
And with these two, that's not an always easy task there.
They go number by number, giving every player their trophy.
Big game for Dean.
2 shorties. Who could have expected that?
He played a very good game.
Yeah.
All 3 freshman defensemen really stood up today. Lampert, Sortiros, and Metler.
No, you can't look at the Rams season without talking about the impact of these 4 freshmen. It really is unbelievable. And when Clark Jones came in, one of his things was, we're going to embrace the kids that may only be here for a year or 2 before going to prep school, because they can make a difference. They made a huge difference here. And quite honestly, if you're having kids go through your high school program that end up at Avon or Deerfield or Berkshire or whatever, you're doing something right.
No, absolutely.
And Darien's obviously got kids, and you know they're both susceptible to losing guys, but that's okay. The next man up mentality wins. And
yeah, I'd say these 2 programs are slightly familiar with each other. You know, straight up from the squirt Pee Wee level on up, they've all played with one another.
Bo Johnson, there he is. Life's about responding, right?
Yeah.
And boy, did he respond.
And they give the MVP to
Very
Bo
well
Johnson.
deserved.
Well deserved for sure.
Yeah.
It says 3 on that Darien scoreboard, but man, did he fight all the way through.
Yeah.
What a night from Dorothy Hamill Rink. We see New Canaan holding up the trophy. Great game from both sides. Both teams should not be hanging their heads, especially Darien. They might feel that they were the loser tonight, but they've had a great season and have a lot of games ahead of them.
Oh, I think states will be fun. I think for both teams, I think states here, as we said, something to really look forward to for both. You know, get it geared up now and get going for next week, 2 weeks.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. I've been Dylan Pescator. I'm here with Colin Ives and Andrew Pursusan. What a night here. New Canaan 4, Darien 3. New Canaan, their first FCIAC championship in 6 years. Thank you and good night.